they are. They're restricted probably into roughly that 500 horsepower mark, which is what all those GT cars sort of restricted, for air restricted and various different things to try and control them. But they're very quick. They're the quickest cars that race here in Australia other than an open wheeler car. There's not many cars quicker than them over here. And they just have a lot of grip, a lot of aero grip. They're very much an aero car, and they produce some pretty special downforce. So I enjoy driving cars like that. Cars with low grip and no tyre grip. I've never really, and I sort of classify the supercars a bit like that. They've changed from when I used to drive them, but when I drove them, they were a lot of horsepower, very narrow tyre, not a very enjoyable car to drive in comparison to the GT cars. So yeah, having fun at the moment.
I see what you mean. So, have you won any races yet in GT?
We won the AM Championship 2 years ago. We were second last year. So I drove for KFC sponsored team over here last year, and we had some success. So I've been second, first and second in the last 3 years in the championship. This year I'm moving to Pro-Am, so it's a category up. It's sort of the same car, really. Nothing really changes other than the drivers' ranking on the FIA World Drivers List. So this year it'll be a bit more of a challenge because I'm playing a bit of a mentoring role, I guess, and coaching role with Renee. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see where we end up. But hopefully hoping for a bit of success. We've got five rounds plus an endurance race this year, so it should be a good season.
Definitely. What's your funniest memory behind the wheels so far?
Funniest memory? Oh, that's a tough one. Many memorable moments. I think funniest one would have to be probably 10 years ago. I did a race. I was running the mini series over here, the mini challenge, which was another category that raced all around the world. I lined up on row 2 of the grid at Bathurst. So I was qualified P1, 2, I must have qualified 4th, and rolled up at the line, the lights went on, and then you're meant to go when the lights go out. I took off when the lights went on, which was pretty embarrassing. We ended up at the front of the field, jumped the start by a massive amount, and for a professional driver that was a very embarrassing moment, but everyone got a laugh out of it. But luckily, luckily for me, I guess, but there was a big crash at the start and ended up restarting the race, so I never got penalised, and we started all over again, and it was a success second time round, but not too good the first time round.
Did you see in the news how Marco Andretti, the grandson of Mario, lost the back wheels of his truck or car, whatever it is in NASCAR, because his axle failed? Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't. I don't see much in NASCAR. I watch a little bit and clips here and there on YouTube and that, but I haven't seen a massive amount. No, what actually happened?
What happened was they were in the middle of, I think, a truck race, or it was either ARCA or truck or one of them. It was something obviously in stock car division. Marco Andretti was running, I think, in the top 10, but all of a sudden his back wheels fell right off his vehicle and landed in the grass. And my thoughts were, you picked a fine time to leave me, loose wheels.
Yeah, very good. There's going to be a lot of memes about that, isn't there? It's, we've seen front wheels fall off Formula 1 cars and all that kind of thing, but I've never seen the two back wheels fall off. That'd be pretty amazing to watch.
Yeah, I'm sure Marco would consider that a better memory than being edged out at the finish line at Indianapolis by Sam Hornish Jr.
Yeah, that would be hard to take, but especially when you get that close to winning a race of that calibre. I've never done any racing in the States. In fact, I've never even visited the States. I've spent a bit of time in Europe and Italy and Spain and various different places I've raced, in Indonesia and New Zealand, but America's one of those places I've never sort of ventured to, so I'll have to get over there one day.
Yeah, you should. There's a lot of good races out here, like Daytona and Indianapolis and Long Beach, and Los Angeles. Yeah, there's a lot of good racing up here.